Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Joe. Welcome back to SNES's Life. This is recap number 130. We're going to be quickly covering Toy Story, Wayne Gretzky and the NHLPA All Stars, Breath of Fire 2, War 2410, and Syndicate. Let's get going. Toy Story, based on the movie. Shocking, I know. Graphics, fairly impressive looking. Like these were pushing what they could do. The sprites were enormous. Everything looked decent. The sound was okay. The gameplay was absolute ass. The hitboxes were awful. The controls were floaty. Your jumps didn't feel good. It just was not, and it was very repetitive. As well as there was the segment where you're RC and you just have to keep driving into Buzz, and it's a timer section. God damn, that pissed me off. One of the times I ran out of time, literally right in front of the end. Uh, yeah, it wasn't a good game, and as good as it looks, it does follow the story of the movie. It's just it's up there with licensed schlock, like they made it because they knew it would sell because Toy Story is a hit movie, and is not worth playing. Did not care for it. Next up, Wayne Gretzky and the NHLPA All Stars. Hockey. Not NHL hockey either. Not the vertical, which I don't like. It's a horizontal rink. I love a horizontal rink. Also, the controls were fast. It felt decent. It looked decent. There's fighting. I got in 2 or 3 fights over the course of the game. And it's one of those games where when you lose the fight, you get punished and lose a player for it. Uh, it had like an arcadey mode, so you could turn off all the fouls and there were some penalties, but like some of it pared down. There's a fight right here. I love it. Let's see. This one where? Oh no, that's not a fight. That's just a face-off. Boo. Anyway, music was decent, sound was decent, graphics were good. Most of all, it was fun. And I know that people are like the NHL hockey games are the best on the system, but frankly, I don't care for them. Which isn't a shock. I don't care for Madden either. But Wayne Gretzky and NHLPA, I enjoyed myself. Like I played my hour of it happily. So thumbs up for that one. Next up, Breath of Fire 2. Visually good. Music and sound good. I liked the sprite animations for the fighting and everything. The story was okay for the bit of it I experienced. I liked the enemies. But it suffers from the same thing that every other JRPG suffers from, which is take 3 steps, get in a fight. 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 Take 3 steps, get in a fight, and get your ass handed to you because you have to go back 3 steps and fight the other same monster 150 times before you can move forward to fight the next monster. So, yeah, no. I constantly people hate the fact that I hate JRPGs. I'm just like, it's so the grinding in JRPGs is so overdone to a point where you just hate it. And I enjoyed the game. I would enjoy it more if it just leveled naturally in the 3 or 4 fights you got into along the way. The fact that you have to sit there and grind is the thing that bothers me. But it looked great, sounded great, and I'm sure for a JRPG fan, Breath of Fire is fantastic. For me, it's a no. I don't know what to tell you. And you're really going to hate me after I go to this one. War 2410. This looks more like something you got on your old DOS computer or on the NES. I mean, it's a little bit more graphically superior than something on the NES, but just barely. But it's a top-down strategy war game, and like I play Warhammer. I love Advance Wars. Top-down strategy war games I'm on board with. And while this was very simplistic, there's nothing wrong with simplistic. I enjoyed my time with it. Is it deep and like storied and a lot of, is it amazing? No, it's fine. It's fine. It's not, I gave it a thumbs up. I wouldn't recommend going out and buying it. It's not worth the money. But if you have the ability to play it, it's worth playing if you like top-down strategy war games. It's okay. That's where we'll put that. And then finally we have Syndicate. Syndicate was a computer game designed for a mouse with lots of complex systems as a top-down I can't remember the word for the view, the isometric view. Where you have four guys, you run around, you're doing missions. It feels kind of like Shadowrun, frankly, but it controls terribly. So because it was a game designed for a mouse, they didn't give it mouse support. You have to use the D-pad for everything. There are controls to switch which character you're controlling, but it always just reverts back to the first guy because the game had limitations on the Super Nintendo, which means a lot of times you would go in with your first guy, potentially get killed. Like I ran to a spot where like my guy got in a car, drove through a fence, the fence closed behind me, that guy died, and then it went back to the next guy that I could control, but because there was no longer a car outside, I couldn't get through the fence. So had to restart the mission. It's got some cool ideas in there, and Syndicate I think on a computer is probably worth your time to play. On the Super Nintendo it is definitely not. So don't try it here. If you want to play it, look for it on GOG or Steam or Abandonware somewhere. I'm sure it's out there. It's probably not hard to get. Might be hard to get working on your computer. But yeah, like the graphics were fine. You keep in mind that this was a game from, 95, 96. And the music and sound were okay. But the control for the Super Nintendo port is just absolute garbage. So there you go. Mostly downs, but a couple of ups. In so much as like Wayne Gretzky, I would recommend as a hockey game. War 2410, I gave a thumbs up, but it is still not one I'd like recommend. I guess it's thumb side-ish. But yeah, there you go. That is the 130th set of the Super Nintendo games. We're just ticking them off. We're getting there. Might actually finish this by the end of the year. So appreciate you guys sticking with us. We'll see you later. Have a good one. Adios.